Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III and welcome to the program. And today I'm running some videos for my good friend Scott Schroeder. And Scott's been a huge fan of the channel. Him and his lovely wife Bridget are first class fans, and they've made a sizable donation. They took me out to dinner last year. They are good people. And he's asked me a whole stack of questions, which he's paid for. So let's jump in. Question 1. Where would Omega be today if NASA had chosen to go with another brand and the James Bond film producers decided to stay true to Ian Fleming's character? What a good question. Where would Omega be today? I will tell you where they would be. Omega would be a dog shit brand, okay, because what would have happened is the original Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon, that would have evolved. It would have changed over time. It would have become quartz. It would have... I know they had quartz Speedmasters, but the original one, the iconic original, there would be no reason to preserve it. Just like the Rolex Daytona, it evolved. There was the plastic ones, which are highly valuable. Then there was the steel with the sapphire. Sorry, there's the sapphire versions. Then there's even now, it's all changing. They've got Rolex movement, etc., etc. So to answer that question there, what would happen? What would have happened to Omega if they didn't have the moon trip and didn't have the tie-in with the James Bond franchise? Well, I suspect Omega would be a brand like Longines, sort of a would-be if they could be. I think they would sort of be punching like brands like Tag Heuer in that dog shit sort of arena. You know what I mean? And I mean, Omega itself was a huge player in the reforming of the Swiss watch industry. So, I mean, I personally think if you look at it and take away what could have happened, Omega may not even exist. And you look at other brands which, you say, wow, I can't imagine a world without Omega. Well, let's back the truck up. Look at where Longines is today. If you go back to the 50s and 60s, Longines was decent. They were decent. Now it's just fucking marketing bullshit. So in my opinion there, I think Omega could be like a modern Longines. It could have been like a brand like Gerard Perregay. Okay? It could be very much like Zenith, on the outer, obscure, just nothing, not the huge sales that Omega has turned into. So I really do believe that if history had been different, Omega would not be the brand it is today. And I've got to tell you, maybe other brands like Gerard Perregay, Zenith, may be better. One of them could have filled that niche. And there's no fairness in the world. The world is a fucked place. Just look at Cecil the Lion. The world is a really fucked place. And I honestly think myself there, Omega, it's just so happened that they were the Moonwatch. I think that's probably the bigger impact than the Bond franchise. For as good as the Bond franchise is, I mean, it's only a fucking movie, fuckers. Only a movie. And I mean, we've seen Seiko's on the Bond, so yeah, no, I don't think I'd be so... I don't think that had as much an impact as the Moon Watch. That's kind of the most important event. The James Bond thing, yeah, they would have sponsored some other bullshit movie, maybe Sex in the City or crap like that there, I think the moon thing is probably the big thing that had the best impact on Omega. I mean, They're the fucking Moon Watch! The Moon Watch! I mean, how can you get better than that? So, I really think, out of those two events, the moon landing is definitely the most important event. The tie-in with the NASA challenge there. And seriously, there are many brands that died that were reasonable brands in the 50s, 60s, 70s that died when the quartz revolution was underway. So, yeah, I kind of think it, that those two events are very important. So, it certainly wouldn't be where it is today. Would that be a bad thing? I mean, Omega gives me the fucking shits to some degree. They're trying to turn really upmarket, which is really fucking me off. Boutiques, and I kind of think Omega is punching way above its weight. And I love the brand. I want to buy an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Yes, yes, yes. Archie does the Omega talk, but the walk, come on, fuckers. I kind of think they're punching a bit above their weight there. It's a bit of ego's gone out of control. Great brand. And I think those two events are what has shaped modern Omega. And yes, fuckers, that's my opinion. So fuckers, chime in. Tell me what you miserable, nasty, vicious fuckers think of that. Nice one, Archie. Great vid.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.